All right, we made it to LS Fest, and the car is mostly together.
We're almost there, but Holley's biggest mistake was putting us so close to where all their parts are. So yeah,
I think they're pretty busy. Let's just grab some parts.
So what is LS Fest? Well, it's an appreciation of all things automotive, powered by an engine that seems to be miles ahead of the rest. It's Holley supplying you with whatever parts you need. It's families enjoying a theme park and a water park and noise and smoke and just pure awesomeness. If you get a chance, go down to Bowling Green, Kentucky or hit up LS Fest West. You will not be disappointed.
Talk to that guy.
In here? Yeah. Kinda. Here. Look at this. Look at this. We're getting like professional. Well, they got Holley stamped on the inside.
Oh, nice. But not on the outside? Really? Do the bolts come with it too? Like, or is it just the cover?
Which one? Crazy Canadian steals parts from Holley who at LS Fest. Shouldn't have put us near the booth. Good guys.
So the smart coils were made before, after the valve covers, not at the same time. Unfortunately, for them to fit on these valve covers, we got to drill them out just slightly. The holes are just a bit, it just doesn't line up.
Yammer.
So the nice thing about the Milwaukee is the 1/4" ratchet is still in the trailer. You can get a nice feel for it. When's the right time? That's it. 1/4 turn before the snap. Still a build in progress. Next year we'll be running around. So we were working on it, honestly, not that long today. It's hard. We're talking to a lot of fans, and we're just really enjoying LS Fest. We checked out all the drags, the drifting. So we didn't get that much done. We had a little meetup for supper. Let's calm down a little bit. We're gonna just tinker with a few pieces that we got from Holley, but we're trying to line it up so we can go to Holley on Monday after LS Fest. And they're gonna set us up in the room. We're gonna go over the car, anything that's missing. We're just gonna button up things like this line here. We'll see if we can turn this into like an and fitting and just really try to clean up the last of it. So looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll tinker for a little bit tonight. I think it's gonna start raining. So we kind of want to get stuff done before that and enjoy tomorrow. And then Monday, Tuesday, all business. So here we go. I think we're there.
Can I remove this? Or is
loop this around and somehow tie it to that, but this doesn't hook up to this at all.
No? Angle grinder, shave it down?
We could drill this out, I guess.
Yeah, we'll drill it out. It's only new. Or stick it through. Yeah!
Except that doesn't give any room to actually pull on it.
You just pull the whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, we need a longer cable.
Is this structural now?
Oh yeah. I meant to put another ground there just because we can, but I need a 13. Yes. Thank you for that.
That's my job. That's what I do.
Looking out.
That's what I do.
Things you need to do before you fire, and then like check every single bolt, check every single plug.
Tom is like the Holley tech guru guy. He's a really cool guy, and he knows his stuff. So it's just like he doesn't like it when we dick around. I want him to check my programming in the Holley Dominator.
We need a bracket for the throttle cable, which they are on back order actually, and it mounts to it actually goes in between the throttle body and the intake. Not a big deal, we can still fire it up. We need one hose to go from the boost reference over to the manifold, which we'll grab in the morning. And I need a 1/2-inch wrench to put my ground on the frame. Other than that, oil, coolant, and we're ready to fire. So we will do that tomorrow. We're gonna call it a night right now. It's starting to rain. It's the end of the day actually. We're gonna get kicked out of the park, but I'm actually really happy. I get a lot more done when nobody's really around. We'll see you in the morning.
Enjoying a nice cold beverage.
Stupid hose clamps never come with holes big enough.
We haven't fired it yet, but I want to make sure there's no air in the cooling system. So I'm just going into the ECU to be able to manually turn on the water pump and cycle it through everything and get it all the air flushed out. So that's what we're doing right now. I couldn't find any batteries, so we got to steal a battery from the only Cummins swapped Chev here into the only LS swapped Audi. One of a kind.
It's weird not to see it on the rotisserie though. You know, been seeing it for so long upside down and on its side to finally see it on the ground.
That's perfect.
Here's a custom built extension harness.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Hopefully it's long enough.
I set the pump to start at 100 RPM.
Is it coming up there? Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Just tested it. Holley engineered that.
Check the fluid.
Still at the top.
Really down?
No.
Like it feels really good. I'm happy with that.
Double check my stuff, and I just wanted someone who actually knew what they were doing do it. And I had the wrong spark map and timing map. I had an actually aspirated car loaded in here. I don't know how it happened, but Tom caught that like that, and we're good to go. Batteries at 10.
Okay, yeah, we gotta do more.
Go ahead and crank it.
Woo!
Tom, our battery's running low too, because no charging or anything, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it works.
So the front cam sensor on a 58 harness is pinned backwards from a 24 sensor. We have a 24 sensor because this is a newer block and an LS9 cam, but we put the crankshaft from the 4.8 in it. So I thought I switched the ones backwards, but I don't think we did. Tom is thinking that they're inverted, so he's gonna grab his pin real quick and swap them around.
Actually, you might have it right, because this pin, you don't have in.
Huh. The pin backed out.
Really? Because that's not where
Somebody soldered it, and
oh yeah, I did do that.
someone's got it soldered in, their lock tab is soldered in.
I thought we don't solder our joints.
That one just I wasn't feeling good about the pins, so I put a dab of solder on it.
Get that, Rich. What do we do?
Don't solder. I soldered it, but I soldered the lock pin.
With
We got these for you here, Tom. These are a gift for us to you.
There's a green thing right
You can
here.
use them to shim your wobbly table at the restaurant.
Do you want us to sign those for you?
No.
Tom, use our
Actually,
grippers.
I probably should get a pair like this, just so I can class. These are the
Everybody here
guys here.
idiot.
Yep. Keep cranking?
Yeah.
Battery's almost dead. Thanks, Optima, for letting me raid your tent and grabbing a battery, because we want to start this thing. It's got way more cranking amps than a conventional lead acid. That's for sure. We can start it.
Pressure.
So, yeah, go ahead.
All the headers just open.